2230 at 3 gallons per minute. At the head of the pump, you do have your injection line, which creates the suction for the chemical meter to be able to siphon chemical. Coming back here, here's your preheater. This machine is it contains two heaters, one preheater to the left side and one production line on the right side. There is enough coil inside of these two heat exchanger for you to be able to stretch them from one end zone of a football field to the other end zone. So imagine the amount of water that enters through this coil. By the time he exits, it depends on your speed and your setup of your bypass valve. You should be able to reach whatever temperature you like, 200, 220, 230, 250, or the meltdown. Now, coming back here, this is where your recovered water enters the tank by me removing the top and show you the inside. It's a very simple round aluminum construction tank with lifetime warranty on it. It is powder coated inside and out. This is where your dirty water enters. This is where your discharge from the machine itself or any kind of pumping water from the thermal relief valve enters the tank. Below it is your float switch, which is mechanical and mercury free. So at this level right here, you already has recovered 65 gallons of water, which is enough for you to do 12 rooms. Here's your filter, very accessible for you to be able to reach, remove it, and clean it and put it back. I'm gonna put the top of the tank back on. Simple. Come into the right. You're gonna see your dump valve is a 2-inch. It comes to you already with a hose bar that all you have to do is just connect a small vacuum hose to it. That way you'll be able to guide the dirty water out. Your battery is right here outside the frame. The reason of it because you may wake up one morning to a dead battery, so you don't have to make no effort except just hooking up your jumper cables to it and get the machine going. Above it is your exhaust piping, which has been wrapped for your protection. Above that you see your combination of hoses and fittings and what have you. Right here is your air valve, which is designed to open up a 16-inch of mercury, which is enough for this machine to give you guaranteed 1 hour drying time. Right next to it is your lubrication valve. By having it open, you'll be able to spray the lubricant into the pipeline right here, which goes into the intake of the blower, and have the blower interior lubricated. Very, very simple and easy. Once the lubrication is done, simply close it. Coming here, you're gonna see a series of switches. The purpose of these switches are, number one, making sure that you do not run this machine without water. And you do have another switch that will control the green light in the front. Now, coming back here again, there's the front part of your engine. On the top, you see your choke handle. Right position is open, is what you have it when you're running the machine. In order to start the machine, you may need to move the choke to the left, which is closed position, to excuse me, to allow the engine to siphon extra gas to be able to start. And your throttle cable is right below it. To the right is low RPM, and as you move it up towards the rabbit, you should be able to see the machine running at high RPM. As you see, it's a very simple machine. It is the entire machine frame is made from a 1/4-inch thick metal laser cut. The front panels are done by laser. The whole entire system, it is powder coated in any type of color that you might request. We're going to do it in powder coating. First, the machine gets sandblasted, and then we do apply the industrial powder coating. That way it makes your machine durable and will last for a long time without any rusting. Now, this machine was created back in 1997 just to provide the market with an affordable made in USA product. Like I said, as time went by and we got busy with the project of Prowler, which truly became an explosive project, and it did create quite a bit of noise around the world, we kind of put this machine away back in 2003, and recently, this past summer, we started bringing the machine back into the market at a very low price of $89.95, complete with wand and hoses. And recently we had to increase the price to $9,500 to be able to keep up with the increase of the price that our suppliers are charging us as far as the engine price, blowers, and what have you. This engine is 20 horse, like I explained at the beginning. It powers a 4.5 blower, close to 400 CFM of air movement, which gives you truly a 1 hour drying time. Now this same package, you can find it in the market sold by others for thousands of dollars more. But when you see it at Amtex, we do have a design as far as its the construction of it, the material that we use, and what we need to use in this machine to get a low price. We have got it down to a price that anybody now these days be able to afford to buy one of these. One of the things that we do in our truck mounts, the construction of our truck mounts are basically done by computers. The frame gets designed on the computer. From there it goes to our engineering desk, which they do calculate everything using the finest AutoCAD programs. From there we use the highly sophisticated laser cutting machine to have this machine produce as fast as possible. One of the reasons in our country here in the United States, things like cost too much is the labor cost. So by cutting down on the labor, you be able to compete with the machine made in overseas. You can truly make a made in USA machine, but also be able to compete with machines that are coming from overseas that are made by with a much lower cost. In the next video, which is going to be followed by this video, I will go ahead and crank the machine for you. I start it for you, and I do show you the suction power of this machine, and also I show you the pressure production, and also heat production. For now, I do thank you for your time, and I'll see you in a little bit.